So, today we're gonna go through a bunch of Reddit questions and we're gonna talk about it, and there's hopefully gonna be something that's pretty amazing. And yeah, we will see. And I think we're just gonna stay here straight, you know? I think that there's not gonna be an intro, because why? And yeah, I've cut my hair today, actually. And I look completely different, which is a funny thing. I've actually liked both ways, you know, the long hair and also the short hair. The short hair make my face way slimmer, which is a pretty interesting thing. How much of an impact it can have to just fucking shave your or cut your hair. Not really shave your hair, but cut your hair. I like to think of myself as non-racist, but have come to realize that I'm not. I'm white. My whole family is white. My friend group is white. I grew up going to a Catholic school up until grade 6, where there were absolutely no POC. What is POC? I don't know. In high school, I didn't mingle with anyone outside of white and or Asian, not by choice, just who I got along with. I now realize I was brought up with a racist mentality. I'll never say anything racist or act hatefully toward anyone with that intent, but the way I think is admitted hateful. I believe strongly in the BLM movement, and I strongly agree that what happened recently was absolutely unacceptable in any circumstance. Police brutality is awful and never acceptable towards anyone. I actually don't want to go through this, but I do think that it is an important thing, because I guess that there is more people that think about things like that and think like, am I really not racist? Am I really whatever? And I think there's something extremely important to ask yourself, like, are you really this person that you think you are? Or by questioning, would you be able to figure out your quote unquote true self and see that you're maybe not this and not that, but you're just more or less this and that, which can be something extremely positive, but which can also be something pretty negative. But I think in general that figuring out who you really are is always going to be something that's incredibly valuable, because going for or trying to be someone you're not is always going to be a bad idea. Always, you know, no doubt, always going to be a bad thing, you know. And also going for things that you're not good at, but you kind of think that you're good at things, and all sorts of shit. You know, I do really believe in just figuring out who you really are as a pretty important thing. Yeah, period. I'm constantly terrified my friends will leave me. Title kind of says it all. I'm just constantly terrified my friends are going to back up and say, it's over. I guess I, female 21, didn't have a lot of friends in high school, and now that I do, I'm constantly scared I'm annoying them or being a bad friend, which results in me saying something annoying like, am I a bad friend? Which probably makes them uncomfortable. I'm usually not this insecure over things, but I can't seem to just let go and enjoy my friendship. Anybody gone through this before? I'm actually kind of seeing this in myself as well. I do just really try to communicate everything that I think about. Like, if I kind of think like, well, just I'm fucking grateful that this person is my friend, then I'm also gonna fucking say that. Of course, this is not necessarily something that a lot of people are gonna say, and a lot of people are communicating maybe that openly, which on one hand is understandable. Of course, on the other hand, it is like, well, why don't you say it? Because it is something that I think a lot of people would like to hear. On the just third side there, I do have to say, like, yes, it can lead to some strange things. And do I have advice for that? You know, maybe by realizing that you're probably a cool person because you're still having those friends and everything is all right. Because if you weren't this kind of person, then you wouldn't have, or you wouldn't still be having those friends. So everything is all right, you know. And I think you're gonna notice when something is not right. You know, just being you and just doing things until you notice that there is something not that right, and you're gonna see that. And I think, and my chewing gum is like not existent anymore in a few moments, which is a fucking awful feeling. But the thing is, I don't know. I think by acting in that way, you're just more likely to lose them than to just be, I don't know, who you are. I mean, of course, this is who you are, which might be a problem. Because, you know, in the sense of kind of changing that, because changing yourself is always going to be something that's not that easy. On the other hand, I don't know. On the other hand, I don't know. It is what it is. And I'm gonna go a little bit into something. By the way, something very, very important that I have to communicate. I have once again, I think been able to overtrain myself. I've been working out the last few days, like 2 fucking hours a day, which is insane on one hand. It might also be because due to my workout schedule, which is at just upper and lower body split, which is quite a lot if you think about working out 5 times a week. And I actually wanted to step it up this week to 6 times or 7 times. I thought that I would be able to do that. The thing is, then I just shouldn't be doing that much. But I just somehow don't get it on these specific days, which means that today I really felt not that good. I haven't been sleeping that well. And I still think about just working out today. But I think it's probably better if I'm just doing it tomorrow. So please, this is just why I'm telling you the story. Please have a look at rest. Please rest enough, sleep enough, active rest, like just doing things that you enjoy, watching some show or whatnot. Please rest. It is fucking important. Stoicism as a martial art. The art of living is more like the wrestler's art than the dancer's in this regard, that it must stand ready and firm to meet whatever happens to it, even when unforeseen. Marcus Aurelius. I thought it was time to bring together some of the main quotes to be found in Stoic writings, which compare the attitude of the wise man to that of a wrestler, so I wrote the short article below. Maybe we check it out Oh, it's a link. Nah, I'm not gonna click on it. Kind of a tangent, but I can't Let's see what the comments are saying. They're often also pretty good. Kind of tangent, but I can't recommend jiu-jitsu enough, or really any martial art, for producing peace of mind and equanimity. I don't know what this is, but it sounds cool. It's oddly counterintuitive that fighting would bring those qualities, but it really does. And some of the most genuine and nice people I've ever met. I do believe that peace of mind, especially just because you're able to defend yourself, and that there's no fucking way that you should be anxious about whatever the fuck you might be encountering and whatnot. So in this sense, I just truly get it. We all have the ability to influence positive change. And there is a picture, and I'm going to read it. Do I really make a difference? And yes, this whale, which is spraying out some water out of its hole, is creating a difference because of this hole, a rainbow gets to appear. Yeah, because there's the sun and there's things, and now there's a turtle, and this turtle is like enjoying the rainbow. So for all the podcast listeners, I hope this was a good explanation of this picture there. I am a straight white male and want some perspective of my privilege. If anything, the protests happening in the US have woken me up to my privilege even more than I was already aware. I knew I was privileged because of my skin, gender, and sexuality. I just was unable to grasp the concept and really how much. I really want to fix that. I've just purchased I Am Still Here by Austin Channing Brown and So You Want to Talk About Race by Ijeoma Uluo by recommendation. I'm looking for more books like these that speak of the hardships of what people go through that a white, straight, and able-bodied male cannot comprehend. By the way, this is also something that I had to think about. And I think that I've also talked about it in an episode. And I don't know if I am per se privileged, but it kind of must be, to be honest. It kind of must be. Which, I mean, it is such a fucked up thing. But the problem there is that it is something subconscious. It's not also necessarily something that people are consciously doing. Like, I don't... Like, of course, there's racists. There's no doubt. But the thing is, I'm unsure. Like, I have never ever consciously noticed that I am per se privileged. But maybe on the flip side, I have seen that some other people that are not quote unquote privileged are not privileged. So it might be also kind of an indication or indicator for me to believe and also think about it and also get to know it maybe. But I believe it is the case. Like, really, I mean, it's such a fucked up thing. Like, I'm white, you're black, or I don't know, I don't give a shit. I really don't. And I would actually like to have more friends that I'm actually not having one single friend that's black because there's not too many black people in fucking Austria. There is no. I do have Turkish friends and yeah, mostly Turkish friends, and also of course Austrian friends and Italian kind of some sorta. And like, yeah, I don't know, like I would like to have more ethnicities or more cultures in my friend circle, I guess, because it's cool. I've always enjoyed those times that I've been spending with my Turkish friends, eating their food, hearing their language, just noticing how they're acting, how they're different than my culture, and all those things. It's fucking amazing. It's really fucking interesting. I just thought that there's some monster behind me. I don't fucking know. Quitting weed today after smoking 3 to 10 times a day for 4+ years. For my mental health and physical health, wish me luck. It's a good decision, but there's gonna be some consequences of that. In terms of like, feeling bad. Because there is some fucking, is it called abuse? I kind of have a feeling that it's called abuse, but I'm not sure. They just need something, and you wouldn't be able to quite live without. Quite. I'm saying quite, not really, not literally. Yeah, anyway. Breathe. You will get through whatever life throws your way. I've hit rock bottom a lot. Looking back at every situation that felt like the end of the world, I have a lot of compassion for what I've gone through. I've led both a hard and blessed life. I've had it worse than someone and better than others. I now know that life isn't an either or kind of thing, but an and. Life is beautiful and ugly. Life is amazing and tragic. I get lost when I think it is one thing. As humans, we look for patterns and try to define things. At all of my bikini bottom, my rock bottoms, the time where I almost lost all hope, I could see what was waiting on the other side. I couldn't understand that although everything was really hard in those moments, I would become a better person for them. I would learn a lot. I don't know, I think kind of the essential point that he or she is kind of making, or at least this is what I'm seeing, is if you're in a good position or in a bad position, there's always something good you can see. Even though it might be something, or you might be in a bad position, you might be indeed like at rock bottom, or you hit rock bottom, you are still able to see good things, and you're still able to see the positive sides of life, and you're still able to be optimistic. Of course, I do believe, and I have never actually quite been just on the very bottom of the earth, quite. Definitely not financially. Emotionally, maybe. I don't know. Like, I actually don't know. I really actually don't know. So which might be an indicator of, no, I haven't. But the thing is, stay optimistic. And I'm saying optimistic and not delusional. You shouldn't see things that are not there. I don't like being realistic, because for me it is more on the pessimistic side. I like optimism, but not too much. I believe that this is kind of the best thing. A lesson from a failed startup. I spent almost a year working on a habit tracking app called Habitly, and it failed. There are many reasons why it failed, but in the post I want to talk about just one. Since it has become a valuable lesson for me, I think it could help you too. My app had a horrible retention rate. I thought one way I could improve the retention rate was to add features that the users want. The most requested feature of the time was the ability to add one-off tasks. So that's what we added. Yeah, okay, I'm gonna skip that. Today I learned that an anti-seatbelt advocate, Derek Keeper, once wrote that Uncle Sam is not here to regulate every facet of life, no matter the consequences. He later died after being thrown from his vehicle while driving without a seatbelt. Well, isn't it the irony of life? No, it's a fucked up thing, because, I don't know, I don't want people to die. It's a fucked up thing. Today I learned the world record for the most number of non-stop push-ups is 10,507 by Minoru Yoshida of Japan, which was achieved in October 1980. No one has beat it since. I wonder, I just gotta have to check out that link because it's fucking interesting. 10,000, like how could you fucking do that? And there have actually been other people before, as I'm just seeing. Charles Linster from the USA, 6,000 in 1965. Then 7,026 by Robert Louis Knecht, or Connect, also from the United States, 1976, so 10 years later quite. And 1 year later by Henry C. Marshall, just wanted to say Ori, but it's Henry, I guess, 7,650. And then we're having in 1980, 10,507 by Minoru Yoshida, or Yoshida, I'm very sorry, from Japan. World record for nonstop. Our club member Charles Linster was the first Guinness World Record holder in this category. The push-ups had to be performed non-stop. Once the front leaning breast position is no longer maintained, the exercise is over. Later, the Guinness editors dropped this category from their book. They changed the standard from most consecutive push-ups to the most in 24 hours, leaving it up to the athlete how many rest breaks he will use and how long those rest breaks will last. However, the non-stop category will always remain the true record for push-ups. Yes, of course, because I don't know. I mean, it is still amazing if you're just doing quite a lot in 24 hours. Like, it is insane though. But I understand. Thanks. Yeah. Black Lives Matter. This is a cool poster. Upvote. This is a really cool poster. Everything is temporary. If right now you're feeling down or lost, just know that with time everything will be better. When times are amazing, be grateful for it and cherish the moment. Yes. This is all that I have to say. Yes. Truly the case. Everything is temporary, the good and the bad, but also the good. So keep that in mind, please. Keep that in mind that the good is also temporary, that when something good happens in your life, then it could also be over the next day or something, or even that day. Books that detail Black experience with police brutality. I'm wanting to create a comprehensive list of books that discuss the history of white supremacy and police brutality. Today I learned that humans can hear the difference between hot and cold water being poured. This is because the viscosity of water will go down as temperature increases. I just wonder, can I? I actually gotta have to try that out. What is the most practical and useful online course that you have taken for marketing? You know, I'm always like, do you really have to take a course? I know, isn't that really good YouTube videos? Isn't it like if you just market something that you're gonna learn just the most and the best anyway? I don't know. It's difficult to say. Today I learned that 2008 a school Campton, NJ, is it New York something? New Jersey? I think it's New Jersey. 4 students to eat their lunch off the floor for 2 weeks after a child accidentally spilled water while refilling a water cooler. 7 students won a $500,000 legal settlement. Fuck, man. 7 times 5? 35, isn't it? So $3.5 million. Oh, you know, and this is why you don't do shit like that. What a great way to help people visualize. This is really good. I liked it. Like, there should be more of these things. This is really cool. Fuck, man. Native English speakers, do you ever watch movies with subtitles, even if the show is spoken in English? If yes, why? I wonder, because I like it more because I sometimes feel that, especially when it is about movies, yes, the first comment is actually the truth, because I can't hear shit. And I also can't hear shit. They're always so fucking silent. If you're listening to a dubbed one, like if it is in German or something else, then it is way louder, which I think also makes sense to some degree, you know, but yeah. I used to think I could until I turned subtitles on a movie I would see in a million times and I realized I was missing half the dialogue. Things muttered under breaths or in the background, I rely on them now to catch all the stuff I would normally miss. And not just dialogue, other sounds are usually captioned too. Sometimes I'll watch a movie with captions on, having seen the movie before without captions, and realize that a confusing scene now made sense. I see. I'm of Scottish descent, and my wife is Finnish. We took a holiday to both Scotland and Finland, and I could both understand and make myself understood perfectly well in Finland. The same was true of my ancestral homeland. I don't really get what this has to do with the thing there. I started watching anime and noticed just how much more dialogue there was and tried turning subtitles on in English stuff, and it was amazing. I don't know. Why aren't they just then making movies the right quote-unquote way? I don't know, like if even just native speakers are complaining about not being able to understand things, then what should I do, motherfuckers? Yeah. Anyway, I'm gonna end the episode there. So I wish you the best health, of happiness, and also success, and also hope that you are gonna remind yourself and you're gonna be remembered, which basically means your legacy, and basically means just being a nice person, and then also being remembered as a nice person, which is a fucking amazing thing. 3 other questions that I have you are: why are you here? What are you trying to change, and what is bothering you the most? These 3 questions are hopefully gonna show you your purpose and maybe even a business idea, which could be a fucking amazing thing, I think, or which is. It not only could be, but it is an amazing thing. Another question that I have you is: what could you do? What could you say? What could you make? What could you build that really changes people? What could it be? I wonder. I really do wonder. But yeah, I'm gonna end the episode there. I just wish you the best from the bottom of my heart. I truly hope that you're feeling fine. Have actually gone through why are you here, what are you trying to change, and what is bothering you the most, because these 3 are going to give you your purpose, maybe even a business idea. Well, now I've said it, so I'm fine. And yeah, I still wonder if I should work out today, but I don't know if it is dumb to just work out fucking 7 times a week. I know that I'm not going to work out on Sunday, I guess. Maybe even on Saturday. I don't know. Like, I gotta have to look it up. I might just be doing way too much. I don't know. Like 2 hours every single day, supersetting everything. So it's a ton of sets, a ton of reps. Like it's actually kind of insane. Yesterday I've done alone. If you just take biceps alone, I'm having 4 times 12, which is 48 times 2, which is quite 100 reps. I don't know. It is kind of a lot. No, but yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna see you the next time.